Hey everybody, it's Movie Geeks United. Thanks for tuning in to another great show. Lots of great discussion to get to tonight. One thing we won't be discussing at length, for anyone who has listened to our past few shows. I guess I'll just start by saying this. There's a parody Twitter account that I follow called The Last Blockbuster. I know that there are blockbusters in Canada and like one or two left in the U.S., but it's a funny account. They're acting like they have the only remaining Blockbuster store, and they post really funny stuff. One other post last week was, look, we would pull every movie we have that features a sexual predator or assaulter, but then we'd only have like 6 movies left. Which I thought was funny.
A lot of truth. A lot of truth to that, sadly. I mean...
So, I mean, even though you know the Kevin Spacey thing happened or whatever, we don't really feel like talking about it. Basically, we're you know it's sad and everything or whatever and horrible and you know and all of that stuff. But we've opened up the past 2 shows, of course, talking about Weinstein and Toback and all of these people and. It's obviously going to be an ongoing thing, and yeah.
But just know that all of us believe it is wrong, and he needs to be punished to the fullest extent of the law, much less career-wise. I mean, we all believe that. So there's nothing really new that we can add to the conversation. Because we're a movie show, a celebration.
Yeah, we are a movie show.
So.
We like talking about movies. That's why we get into it. That's why we do this. So I mean, you know, we don't like talking about people's private lives, and even though it's a big news story and everything, obviously, we'd just rather talk about the movies. So that's what we're gonna do.
So let's talk. Okay, let's talk about the movies as it relates to this real quick though, because one major. He was going to be pushed for Oscars this year for the Ridley Scott movie.
Right.
What a tough spot for the studio because you've spent however many $80 to $100 million on a movie.
That's right. Oh my God!
Playing John Paul Getty. His makeup looks fucking terrible. By the way, I think Woody Harrelson's makeup in LBJ looks terrible.
It does.
That's just me.
Horrible. Yes. Yeah, I mean, if you can't, if you can't do the makeup right in these movies, you just got to do another movie or something. Yeah, don't bother with it. I mean, does anybody know what J. Paul Getty looked like anyway? Why you need to take on the makeup? I don't get it.
Right. Well, I mean, just have Woody Harrelson slick his hair back. I'm fine with that.
Right.
That was but all kidding aside, I actually thought he was really good in the movie, though. I mean, all kidding aside about the makeup and everything.
He's a good actor.
He's a really good actor. I like him better than a lot of other people, but okay.
He's an excellent actor, but yeah. Well, anyway, we'll move on. We'll talk about that in a minute. But okay,
sure.
with Kevin Spacey, I mean, well, I mean, what are you gonna say? It's a shame that it's ruining the movie, I guess. But I
forgot all about that movie, guys. I forgot that he was in it. So that's amazing.
Well, it's easy to forget because when you see him in the trailer, of course he's got the makeup on, so he doesn't even look anything like Kevin Spacey. So
right.
So that might be the best thing that you can say about the movie is that people might go see it and forget that he's in it in some way.
And then he had already filmed the Gore Vidal movie was done, or it was in post.
Right.
So that's how will that ever see the light of day?
It is crazy, by the way, all of this. When we left our last show, Kevin Spacey was one of our most treasured actors, pretty much loved by everyone, and now that's all over. So it's almost like he's dead in some ways.
Yeah. I mean, can't speak for his personal life, even though. I know probably if I was the father of one of the children that he abused, which apparently Richard Dreyfuss is, I would want dead.
Yeah.
But you know,
can I ask
it's just hundreds of millions of dollars, Jerry, that these companies just got to swallow, and maybe some of the companies knew and they kind of turned their backs. Like
I think
maybe
that I definitely
Netflix
believe
to
that.
some extent.
Can I ask a question though, and you can cut this out of the show if you want, because it's pure speculation. And I'd actually really appreciate if you did, but I just need to ask you guys this. So we have two instances of Kevin Spacey that I know of working with Bryan Singer, the usual suspects in Superman Returns.
Right.
And given the rumors about Bryan Singer over the years, is there?
What, they're in collusion or something? They're in a little cabal together, and
I'm not thinking of. But were there instances, do you think, on the sets where after they got now? I didn't want to believe the things about Bryan Singer, but now I'm thinking about that in a whole new light. Unfortunately,
they're according to Feldman. I have a lot of problems with Feldman. I think he's an idiot in many respects. According to Feldman and many others in that whole documentary that Amy Bird did, an open secret. It's a society. It's like an underground society, as it is, in regular walks of life. There's a subset of society that promotes and engages in pedophilia. So it's not beyond the realm of comprehension that the two of them were aware of each other.
Right.
Anyway, on to the movies.
Yeah,
okay.
We ended up talking about it anyway.
I know. Well,
I know. Really, it's Jerry Dennis Curtis.
What are you going to do? What are we going to not? We're not going to pay attention to the two-time Oscar winner, disappearing from public life forever, basically. It seems like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Done. There is no rebound, nor should they be. But we say that, but there have been others that have engaged in. All right. So what else have you guys seen?